Hola, ballers and a brofist to you! The Christmas is upon us. Drink it deep, ladies and gentlemen. Drink it deep. The festive time is upon us. Everyone's full of cheer. For the most part, most people are full of cheer. And to celebrate, me and my man Ghosty are having a beer. Cheers, bruv.
1 minute, mate. I'll come over.
Cheers, bruv.
Very busy.
I know.
Top, bottom.
All day, all day. This one's for you guys, and hopefully you're going to have a Merry Christmas. We're going to have a fucking humbug. I just got back like 30 minutes ago from Winter Wonderland in the UK. It turns out for my fellow UK residents that a Winter Wonderland apparently is where you take those travelling fairs that we get and put it indoors. Then you charge 26 quid to get in. That's the Winter Wonderland. That's what it is. It was, they had, part of the festive theme of Winter Wonderland, apparently, is a beach or a larger sand pit than average, is what I would say. That's what they had as a Winter Wonderland. Yeah, it cost us 52 quid to get in because everyone told us, yeah, for two adults, 52 quid. Everyone told us that it was amazing. It was so fucking good. And I walked in, it was like, oh, there's dodgems, there's carousels, there's hook a duck. Lots. There was like 6 or 7 of the same booths just repeated throughout the whole area. They did have a circus in there, but it was only a 20-minute show, mate. Yeah? In and out, mate. Do one. Give us your money. And you had to, not only that, it was 26 notes to get in. Each. But they still charged you to play the fairground and stuff inside. If you want to play Hook a Duck, you're going to have to pay. Yeah? You're going to have to pay. Although I was a crack shot with the cork gun. Did I get a new TV? I did just before Christmas. I've lost my holiday. My holiday's gone. I was supposed to be going to see, I told many of you I was going to go see the Northern Lights for the first time in early January. I was supposed to go see the Northern Lights in Greenland or Norway. Somewhere around there. We were going to go see the Northern Lights, but that's gone because my dog smashed my TV. So we're not doing that anymore. But we have a TV, so that's good news, at least. So apparently, I don't watch TV. I have a PC. I don't watch TV. I was like, we could probably pick up a TV for about 10 quid. Yeah, we would pick up a TV for about 10 quid, but there you go. Such is life. Such is life. It'll be all right. We'll go a different time. No worries from me. Anyway, some notes then. Normal, like, weekday streaming will return on, like, the 3rd. There's going to be, like, intermittent streams, pretty much, where we're going to be doing stuff, like, whenever we can. But generally speaking, there's going to be, like, a break. Tonight is our last, like, full working day until we have, like, a little break. But we'll be doing a web show. We'll be tweeting out, we will be doing a web show. And we'll just have, like, intermittent streaming as we get going on. Because most of the Christmas stuff and that is actually, like, at weekend, which is pretty good. Which is pretty awesome. So whenever we get time, we'll be doing stuff like that. So YouTube will be fine. YouTube will keep rocking and rolling. Just in terms of stream time. Because apparently, according to my wife and Andy's fiance, we have to spend time with the kids over Christmas. Dude. Kids shit at games, though. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I play Rocket League with my son. He's well bad. I have to put him on bot games. Bot games of Rocket League. Bot games of Rocket League. So, there you go. Let us kick off. Let's have some drama. What is drama? What is drama as we move in? Because we're going to have Drama Time Season 3 coming up, which should be cool, actually. We should hopefully be mixing it up a little bit. We, as in us, as in me and you, my wonderful people, play on the internet with strangers, and strangers are crazy. Such as the Eye of Ashara Mythic 1, 0, whatever you want to call it, that I did on my Resto Shaman this morning on stream. You know what? My first ever Mythic Eye of Ashara was a +3, I think. My first Mythic was a +3 without a healer. I had to heal my ass off in that dungeon. Season 4? Jesus Christ. We've been at it a while, haven't we? Yeah. So, yeah, my first one was without a healer. Apparently not possible in the Pug world. Not one little bit. Not one little bit. That's not what we're doing there. Although I will admit that at one point it was definitely my fault. Definitely my fault. I'll take it. I'll take it like a man. Okay. Let's get started. Let's have a chill Friday. Thank you all for so much for tuning in. I hope you do have a good Christmas. I really do. Okay. This is called Whores. Festive. Definitely festive. 2 seasons on YouTube. Oh yeah. I think we called the first like year and a half season 1. If I remember right, that's what we did. That made sense. Were you bad? I wasn't the best. I'm still learning. Gotta put in the practice, haven't we? Otherwise, we never get anywhere. Right then, Cape Fur. Let's put some names in here. A prop paladin, Glennick. An enhancement shaman, who will be Wallace. God, I kind of really like the name Wallace. Just saying, just put it out there. Sin, and of course Kaya. Oh, that fit perfectly. You beautiful Patreon bastards. You are the most delicious people in the fucking world. Let's rock and roll. Don't hate. I hate you, Denzel. Sorry. Hated. Alright then, let's have some fun. William Wallace and the Rage. Chapter 1 then, New Blood. Taking steps on Warlords. Warlords indeed. Oh my god, there's like 3 more names. We'll add them as we go. My WoW story begins. Now prepare yourself, chat. Brace your nuts. Hold on to your breasts. Starts in late Warlords of Draenor. How many people here's first brush with Warcraft was literally Warlords of Draenor? Like, you heard about this game for years, maybe. Years people were telling you about this World of Warcraft game. Millions of people so invested into the game. And it was the late Warlords of Draenor. I know, he says. Terrible timing. Yeah, this could have been better. But I imagine you still had a whole world of transmog runs to do, so it wasn't that bad. I was in love with the game since I was 12 years old. I saw all the Wrath of the Lich King cinematics where they used famous people. Specifically, one about a Spanish actor being a paladin that had some night elf side bitches. I never saw that. I remember... Wasn't Mr. T Cataclysm? Who did they use in Wrath? I can't remember. I even tried to fool my parents to buy me the game. But when they mentioned something like a monthly fee, they told me to go and fuck myself. Oh, we have to pay monthly for this, do we? Then no. However, during WARD I saw my opportunity and took it. And I became a male Draenei shaman. Dude. Drink to that. Intentionally chose a male Draenei, did we? Okay. As your first character, you like looked at every character in WoW, then you clicked on a male Draenei, and then you thought, yes. Yes. That's what I want. Okay. Whew. I reached level 58 on the recommended server. That's another drink. Recommended server. Good shit. My server turned out to be what many would describe as dead. And the guild that took me in was changing to Horde. So I quit the game. What a great start. A male Draenei on a dead recommended realm. Why, Blizz? You can change that, right? Medium pop would be at least better than the low pop shit you keep sending all the new players to. Why would you send your new players to dead realms? Why would you do that? But some months later, I felt it again. I didn't give the game a fair shot, I thought. So I was again in Azeroth, looking at the server list and picking high pop this time. Edumacation, and rolled a male Blood Elf rogue since its... He's not listening. Since its slender figure went well with the sneaky theme. Oh, yeah. Delicious. I didn't join any guilds until I was level 93. When I received a whisper from one of the raid members of Guild 1. What's the name of Guild 1, team? What's the name of Guild 1? I need a girl. I need a girl. I need a girl. Where's my girls at? I sound like a... I sound filthy, don't I? We'll go with Neppy. Neppy. Okay. The Wheelchair Gangsters. It was a blood elf holy priest. Yes, 'twas a lady. Asking, why didn't I have a guild at my level? I replied with only the truth. I didn't want to be in a cesspool guild. My man. And I didn't want that cesspool guild taking advantage of my work. So I had rejected all random guild invites that opened up on my screen. And then he opens the parentheses. And I knew about this cesspool guilds thanks to you, preacher. She asked me if I wanted to join them, and I made her very understanding that I would only join if I was able to raid once I was able to. Now remember, this is the first time the man's really played the game. His previous experience is level 58 on a Dead Realm, male Draenei. Yeah? Not the best application you might have read. I'm just saying, if in the experience tab of an application, it says, I've been to level 58 on a male Draenei, I would not recommend putting that in the app, is all I'm going to say. I'm not saying it's bad. Don't judge me. It's not elitist. I'm just saying I would not put that in the application. I might leave that section blank if I were you. That's all I'm going to say. The guild invite was sent my way, and I stepped in. All the connected players welcomed me, and I thanked them, and I kept on leveling. For the most time, though, I was quiet. I wanted to know, how was this guild without me talking? I wanted to know who was social and who wasn't. And I noticed someone. Xempher. The rogue raid leader. That I didn't know was the raid leader at the time. Hitting on some girl in guild chat. Clearly flirting or trying to. Nice. 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 I made my way to the conversation. They were on G-chat. If they wanted it to be private, they might as well have taken it to the pink. And started talking to them. It was a stupid conversation about some troll dices that only rogues could obtain via stealing mobs. And I asked where I could get those. Another rogue instantly whispered me though with, if you want that info, you better pay for it. Realizing this guy was a dick, I completely ignored him. My man, my fucking man, receives the whisper and goes, nope. No thank you, mate. No thank you. Not falling into any newbie traps today, mate. Not even falling in. After 2 days, I dinged level 100. Some of the guild says grats, while others were just AFK in their garrisons. Garrisons, don't forget. That's a drink. So I then typed into G-chat the question that haunts me to these days. So, I'm capped. How and when can I raid? Question mark, question mark. And you thought this guy was smart, August. I'm capped. That's what you need to raid, right? Hey, I thought it. I was right there with you. I was right there with you. That's what I said. That's what I said when I capped. When I got my level 60, I was like, into the raid, though? Mate, fucking sort me out. I'm in a guild, aren't I? And capped. What more do I need? Invs? And someone said the 2 words. The 2 words that I now hate with all my soul. That I now tell you and know that you will hate as well. They pointed me straight to Tanaan Jungle. Yes, that's a drink. Fucking WOD, man. We should have a WOD drinking game. That's the shit right there. They pointed me to Tanaan Jungle. They said what I needed to do was to farm Apexis crystals. And then to contact Xempher once you have achieved the raiding item level. What was the raiding item level? What was the raiding item level? The item level we all need. We all need before we can raid. We can't do anything before we hit this item level. You're not even allowed to leave Tanaan Jungle, mate. You have to stay there until you achieve the correct item level. And that correct item level will be... Ooh, 650, 690. Very close. No one's nailed it yet, though. The Eternal. The Eternal nails it. Once you reach item level 680, that's when you're allowed to raid, mate. Yes. Yes, it is. Once I had unlocked Tanaan Jungle with my Blood Elf Rogue, the grind began. Doing dailies, killing rares for token drops, and doing everything, even garrison missions, to get even more Apexis. Because I wanted to raid ASAP. So I'm gonna do my garrison missions for my Apexis. Wasn't it so expensive? Wasn't it like 180,000 or some fucking shit? I don't know, I can't remember. It's crazy amount of Apexis, right? It's crazy. When I finally hit item level 680, I talked to Kasemfa, and he invited me via the calendar to all the normal raids the guild had planned. Well, he's in. To be fair, no, fuck you guys, right? He's rocked Tanaan. Yeah, the man's done his due diligence. He's 680, basically a monster at this point. Told the guy, and the guy's like, fuck yeah, dude. You're in all our raids. That's just like that. That's all you need to do. You guys are doing it wrong with all your apps and shit. Fucking add-ons, tryhards, and your damage meters, and you fucking tell me when's and weak auras. You guys are noobs. All you need is 680 item level, and you're good to go. That's it. They raided Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Who raids on a Friday, bro? And they were progressing. Which boss? Where are they progressing? They are progressing on Hellfire Citadel, Council, Normal Mode. The raid team had 12 people, including myself, and was lacking a lot of good players. But I didn't notice this at first. It's something I now know looking back. As soon as I killed the first boss and got that taste of the raid goodness, I got sick of the thought of doing anything more than this to get gear. The Apexis grinding had burned me a lot. The raids went on, and we didn't make any progress. We eventually downed the council, but then came up against Kilrog Deadeye. I started to feel like there was something wrong with this guild. I started looking at the people in my raid, inspecting them, and noticed that mostly they were rocking that PvP gear. That they had no enchants, no gems. They had the slots, but empty slots. This bit hurts me. It does. This hurts me inside, because this is not the intention of what I do. But it's kind of helpful, but it still hurts me at this realization that some of you might have had. Thanks to your guides, Preacher, I improved as a player, but also obtained the knowledge that I was in a shit guild. Oh no. I kind of think that's funny that you might watch one of the videos and be like, oh dear, he's talking about me. Shit. It's like looking around the room and realizing, oh, the reason it stinks in here is everybody stinks. It's not me, it's everybody else. Oh shit. When our raid leader, our fearless rogue raid leader, Kasemfa, was G-kicked for not bringing the guildmaster to a transmog farm run on the Throne of Thunder, I took that as a good sign to leave the guild. No better way. I mean, to be fair, those are privileged spots. You can't just bring any, just because you're a GM, do not expect that you are good enough, mate, to get in a Throne of Thunder transmog run. That's a kickable offense. I'm just saying that's it. You're out. I decided to step away from WoW for a while. Being guildless and being so burned from Apexis crystals, I just made me sick looking at my rogue. But we'll get better, I'm sure. When I logged back into WoW, I started looking for a new guild to raid with. But as soon as I started to type on the general chat, I saw a guild recruitment message from a paladin raid leader, Glenink. They were asking for a rogue. I instantly whispered, "Hello, I'm a 695 rogue, and knowing that I'm a bit undergeared for what you're asking, I am positive that I am what you need." So our paladin replies, Glenink rocks it back. "As long as you can raid every night, mate, you learn you are in." Well, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, we got a solid trade chat guild. The only requirements are to be online. I think we're going to be all right. Experience, not needed. All good. In the new guild, then, I was the only rogue. No alts, no trials, no anything. I was alone as a rogue. But as soon as I hit accept button of the guild invite, they asked me to join the officers in a mythic run of the Blackrock dungeon, and to join TeamSpeak so we could chat. In the TeamSpeak server, I would hear the voice of Glenink and 3 more officers, an Orc Shaman, Wallace, and a Blood Elf Holy Paladin, Kaya. The last one being a girl. When I joined the TeamSpeak channel, they were arguing that Kaya... they were arguing about Kaya not being able to do both the Mythic Dungeon and the raid just because she was taking some antibiotics and they made her dizzy on the keyboard. She was not showing the commitment they needed. Yeah. Where's your loyalty? You fucking scumbags. What are you, casual? What are you, fucking casual? Weak. She is weak and she must be punished. They were huge pieces of shit demanding her to do both anyway, and they even tried to make me a part of their dickish plan to convince her that she should raid. Kaya quit, only to be reinvited again in a few hours. This should have been my first red flag. Yeah, I'm seeing some red flags pop up. I mean, if that's the first conversation, weakness will be punished. Her first mistake was admitting her weakness. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. But I didn't see it since I was freaking out my trial and my first ever Mythic Dungeon. Little did I know that this lady was 15 years older than me, I was 20, and Kaya was rocking the big 3-5. But she took a liking to me. Oh, yeah. I can't say anything about a 35-year-old woman because my wife's going to be there soon. So I'm just going to say, pert me, tight, like a tiger. At 35, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. There's nothing wrong at 35. It's all good. It's crisp. It's crisp. See, yeah, that's the problem, Norse. Do I have to call my wife a cougar? Well, she's not after any young boys, like, but I'm just saying.
No, it's a MILF.
You call my wife a MILF?
Is she
Bro.
after young boys?
Bro.
Is she after young boys?
You don't have to be a MILF. A MILF is the object of
That's what
desire,
I'm
mate.
saying. No, a cougar is a MILF after young boys, whereas a MILF's just a MILF. Know your MILFs. Yeah? Get educated.
I wouldn't know as a committed husband.
Would you say the missus is a MILF?
I would never consider calling her such a thing. I call her princess or queen.
Bollocks.
A MILF is after 40, says Enril.
Bollocks.
Not in the UK. A MILF's like 17.
Exactly. Come to Manchester.
A MILF's like 17, I think. Something like that. 17, maybe 16, depending on where you are in the country. It's all good. Anyway. I got into the raids, and they were stuck on Gorefiend. Since it was a DPS check boss, my balls fell to the floor since the first boss I was going to be tested against was going to be this huge fight where I needed to keep my cooldowns in check of the Feast of Souls and not fuck up with the ghost inside and out of the belly. But we killed it. Oh, probably 14 in Liverpool. Yeah, 14 in Liverpool. It's a regional thing. It's regional.
Yeah, if you lived in Liverpool, I'm going to be a gilf by now.
Yeah. I'm surprised my boys haven't brought home some ladies yet.
Or told you that the missus is pregnant.
Somehow we killed it, and at the end of the night and the next day, it was a new save. That's right, we killed it before reset. The raids went on doing solid progress, bros, since we would use the first day to clear farm and we would reach the progress boss. The next day we would down the boss at the end or near the end of the night and moved on to the next. But something I didn't like. It was the decision between killing Tirana? What's Tirana? Oh, Zul'Harak. What's Tirana?
Saurus Rex.
Tirana? Why is my mind gone cold? What does Tirana... What's between killing Tirana or Zul'Harak? Isn't it Zakuun? Tirana? What's Tirana? Oh, Tyrant! Oh! Oh! Is there a part of the world where he's called Tirana? Because you say it like multiple times in caps. Yeah, it says Tirana. Okay. Between killing Tyrant or Zul'Harak was presented to us. Our raid leader. Our valiant raid leader. Where would you go? I think we did Zul'Harak first. I can't remember. Wallace, our man about town, told us it was time for Tyrant. Ignoring my raid messages. I love this. This is exactly what someone new to the game would probably say. Maybe. That we should go and do Zul'Harak first because, mate, because Zul'Harak drops tier tokens. Yeah? But Tyrant drops the main tank shield. And of course, Wallace was the raid leader. And our other tank was a blood DK. So he had no role in this little drama. It was a pointless fight, but it made me realise that Wallace was all about them loots. It was around this time when I started to grow closer to our blood elf holy paladin, Kaya, who laughed at all my jokes. And I talked via Skype for hours, and I mean hours. We would talk 4 or 5 hours a day. Dude, how did you get so much free fucking time? Oh, Tyrant was a she? I was a Torah male, mate. Can't even see it. The day came. Kaya and I became an official e-couple. We connected on Facebook and made it real. We meet in my city. We talk and we kissed. We did some stuff.
Anal. Anal.
It doesn't give specifics.
Butt stuff.
But stuff. It was fun.
It is.
To see her writing me whispers about how she would love to sneak under my table while I was killing bosses. That's the dream. That's the fucking dream. That is the fucking... I could raid all night if my wife was under the table. Or beside me. I'm not picky. I'm not picky. I mean, I'd have to take a new stance. I'd be like this. You know, something alpha, for sure. But we were both getting more and more upset about the guild. Especially Wallace and the other officers. I was enraged with the leadership of the raids. Since the GM and Wallace would search his favourite WoW forum, he would search the WoW forums, look for mediocre guilds application comments, and then copy paste it into trade. Couldn't he save it? We did kill Manaroth. The rogue shoulders dropped. I won the role. Yes, our official loot system was rolls, always. And when I saw how horrible we were wiping on Archimonde, I knew this was the time to leave. Dragging Kaya, their best healer, with me. And by this time, I had become the top DPS of the raid. Me and my new girlfriend decided we were going to step away from WoW together. But, yeah, that's the question, isn't it? But why? But why? Why would you go to all that work? I don't know. Some people are fucking nuts. Never forget Fred's tree. Never forget Fred's tree. The day came. We transferred from Horde to Alliance, making my blood elf a human, just like her. Did you match? Do couples match their transmogs? Is that a thing? I know you guys are in here. I meet you guys all the time when we're out. You always come up to me saying couple guilds can work. I know you're in here. Do you match your transmogs? Is that a thing? Please tell me. Please. Just you don't have to tell me publicly. Just send me an email and let me know. Please. Please let me know. I need to know. For science. I'm not going to make fun of it, I promise. I promise. Match colours for sure. Yes, it has happened. Who gets the final say? Who gets the final say? I mean, in traditional sense, I guess. Does the lady decide what your man's transmog will look like? Do girls, can I get serious with you for a minute? Girls. Do you get upset if your man has a bad transmog? Is he embarrassing you? Is it just rude, really? I mean, he's letting you down, right? He's letting you down. Is that the thing? You roll for it. Cooked, mates. You got cooked on your transmog. Oh, man. That's pretty funny. So we'll both be humans, just like her. The pre-patch was out and we started to look for our other guild. What I'm about to tell you was a loop that happened around 5 times. We joined a guild, talked with the people, so we had a raiding spot for Legion. Nothing wrong in that. Then, Kaya would start talking about how awesome I was in the game, that I could... Alright, I'm gonna have to read this through, just without looking at chat. We would join a guild, start talking with the people, so we would have a raiding spot for Legion. Nothing wrong in that. Then Kaya would start talking about how awesome I was in game, that I could raid lead no problem, and then people would start making questions about me. When I responded to them, Kaya would rage at me for telling strangers things about me, things that she had talked about. Legion came out. We started leveling up without a guild. No, it didn't work. Dude, that's weird, isn't it? She eventually joined a PvP guild. Dude, you are getting dildo fucked big time tonight. You are getting so strap-on. It's happening. It's going down. I'm just saying, buy some loot, bro, just in case. She joined a PvP guild that was led from another server. What? She joined a PvP. She eventually joined a PvP. It's not a guild. It says a PvP joined. There's also a PvP team that's led from another server. This meant that only the GM would have contact with the main guild, and everyone else had to gather their shit and make their own events. Since Kaya was the only one saying, "Let's do something, you fuck turds," she got promoted to secretary of the PvP guild. I mean, it's the correct job for a girl, but I've never heard it used in WoW. I'm joking. I'm joking. It was just right in front of me. The joke's right itself, man. It's not my fault. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. I abandoned my road to re-roll a dwarf resto sham. Fuck's sake. Why not promote it to sandwich? I'm out of beer. It's gone. Andy. 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 Andy.
Yes, mate.
Could you grab us a beer, please? I'm all out. This story's too much, man. We've got. This guy made a dwarf resto shaman.
You are pushing your luck.
I think it's under the lettuce. Okay. I didn't like the idea of her getting close to the useless GM that was also hitting on her, but was into PvP. Our perpetual fights about PvP, PvE, and that GM would lead us to end our relationship. They broke up. It was because you were a dwarf resto shaman. Bro, I'm telling you, man. Ain't no girls looking at you and your dwarf resto shaman tier 6 and thinking, I want to fuck that. Ain't happening, bro. No, it's not happening. It's not clicking the whistle, man. It's not flicking the bean. You can't just walk around as a dwarf resto shaman and expect to not be single. That's all I'm saying. I don't think it's my fault. But this was not the end of it. Some personal issues with her.
Your missy says there's no beers in the fridge. And I've
Can I have a
just
warm
looked.
beer?
You.
You should have brought one just in case if you'd thought ahead.
You've done nothing all day.
But this was not the end of it. Personal issues with her parents and my grandfathers would isolate us from the game and everyone else. This forced us to keep in touch with each other so we could relieve some stress. You just went so far out of your way to justify a booty call, it is ridiculous. You legit blamed her parents and your grandparents, which forced you into having butt stuff. Ain't nobody in this chat that believes you right now. There ain't nobody listening to this story who believes that you were forced to have booty calls because of your parents, your grandparents and her parents. No, dude. Full balls made you do that. A quivering quim made you do that, mate. The fact that sex is good. One beer, there's no beer left. Why is the beer always gone? So I believe it. I believe. Thank you, guys. I believe. Some months later, though, I came back to Legion. The same day I logged in, I received a whisper. Oh, from a female or human priest. It was another girl. We need another girl. I'll go with Stormy, who was an officer from a heroic raiding guild. Oh, I need to do your voice, Stormeria. Let me get into my Stormeria mindset. Hello! I noticed you've got no guild. Can I ask why? And I replied, hi, well, I just came back to the game after 2 months and I found myself guildless. I guess they just kicked me when I was busy. That sucks! Do you want to join our guild? We don't kick people for being away. In fact, we have some people not playing the game right now. Sure thing, I said. I could use a friendly guild for once. End scene. Thank you, Stormy. Hey, not bad.
I think they've been taken out of the fridge.
I think it's really cold, generally. And this is how I ended up in the guild that I am into to this day. But my drama didn't end there, though. We have a little last story to finish it up. Did you lick this?
No.
Did you lick this?
Hands up.
What
No.
did you do?
Nothing. Why did they have to have done something?
Because you said I got ghosted. And that only means that you licked this. Have you put your dick in this?
Mate.
Look me in the eye. Why are you smirking?
Now
Why are you
made it-
smirking at me?
You made it a thing now. I'll shoot you in a minute, mate.
You put this in your ass?
No! It's nothing wrong with it. Does it smell like ass?
Smells like your ass, but that's clean.
Spotless. It smells spotless.
He
but like
did
something like
nothing.
that.
He licked it. They're telling me he licked it.
He did nothing, mate. I didn't lick it. Promise you. Promise you I did not lick it. Or do anything to it, sorry. Should I say?
I'm telling you, I did not lick it. You enjoy your delicious beer, right?
Cold, delicious.
Chat's full of shit. I'm going with the law.
No wrong with my cold, delicious, pubeless beer. Wrecked, Squire.
Need a cloth. You can't do that and not give me a cloth.
I'm sick of doing shit for you.
You knew it was going to
What
happen.
is this?
You've,
Not Alfred.
you've got beer all over my
If I was
desk.
Alfred from this week, I would have knifed you already. Knifed you.
Anyway, I raided a normal Emerald Nightmare run as a trial. just to make sure that I didn't suck at healing. It turns out I'm pretty good at healing. Since I was with an item level of 845 overgeared, mate.
Knife you.
Butter knife, nice. Extra painful.
It's the sharpest thing I can find in this shithole.
You kidding me? We've got a butcher's knife in there.
Where?
We haven't really. That's like to sound good. Alfred confirmed last boss. With an item level of 845, having the correct stats for my spec. Wow, nerd. No way, mate. That means you may have potentially turned down something of a higher item level. I think you're full of shit, mate. I made the same healing as the other geared healers, and I would make more in some fights. Those being the Eye Tree and the Dragons. My ego did not grow, however. I was stalwart, solid, since I thought that this was because we were only doing normal, and they exactly did not give a shit. But it turned out, team, this was not the case. The next day, they brought me to heroic progress. And the healing meter stayed the same. Wow, I'm doing loads of healing. The other guys mustn't be that bothered because we're doing normal, right? That's what's going on. It's not that they're not doing anything. It's because of this. Oh. Turns out not. After the run, they all expressed the surprise of me doing all that healing in just 845 gear. I just told them it's not a big deal. Since I was only spot healing and they were doing all the hard work with the AoE heals. When I joined, they had Nathendra, Ursoc down, and they were doing progress on the other three. And the same day I stepped in, we made it to Cenarius Heroic. Now, lads, I don't want to tell you the name, but in this guild, there are a lot of girls. We have the healing officer, the female human holy priest that recruited me, Stormy. Hello. Another female human disc priest, another female human shadow priest, 2 girl hunters, a female human and female night elf, respectively, a female Draenei Ellie shaman, I'll fucking salute that, and one girl who was playing a male night elf demon hunter. Fucking gay. No, not all girls are priests. There's one girl who's playing a male demon hunter. A male demon hunter. Then, oh my god. The night elf hunter and the human hunter were sisters. And I started to like the night elf hunter. Where's my girls at? Who are we having? We'll go with Alaris. She was always laughing, joking, and having fun with the game, and I loved her attitude. When we cleared Xavius Heroic and got out ahead of the curve achievement, drink to that, we started to grow closer and closer. I got a phone number and started talking outside the game. And since day one, she knows that I liked her for being more than friends. And she knows it. I even text her things like, I'm about to read you the sexiest text message you can. Guys, get ready to find out the quick way to pregnancy. Right? And girls, prepare your ovaries. It's about to get fucking real. You ready? I would text her things like, I have your mastery food, although it's not the meal that I want to give you. Fuck yeah. Soaking. I just came. You having a good Friday yet? Good. It was about this time that my ex started talking to us again, and she even sent me a nudie when I asked for it, half joking. Success. Right now I have 2 girls who I suspect I could get with, but I only really want to hit up the Night Elf Hunter, since my ex proved that she's fucking Looney Tunes. But There was a nude involved. What choices? On the one hand, I mean, anyway, I would like your... This is the final line of the story. Anyway, I would like to hear your advice on this situation. I hope you had a good giggle in some parts. We did. Now, chat, we have an important decision to make here. Let's not rush it, all right? Let's take it fucking serious, right? We're having fun. It's Christmas and all that. But our man needs some advice. On the one hand, we've got a lunatic, but nudes. Difficult. And on this hand, we have a girl who we send truly crisp Emmanuel-style text messages to, but we don't seem to be getting much reply, but maybe there's a chance. So let's just say Hunter or Priest. Hunter is the one who we're sending text messages to. Priest, though, has nudes. Chat, your votes. Put them in. Nudes are a plus. I've got to be honest with you, my man, my author. We're split pretty much down the middle here. It's not an easy choice. It's not an easy choice. On the one hand, getting sex, probably, from Nudesy. On the other hand, though, you might not get anything. What I would put to you is to lay down a challenge. I would request a filthier nude and see how far she's ready to go. I would also send her a dick pic to remind her of the goods. Okay? Make sure it's compared to something like a dog toy burger, but tell her it's like a real quarter pounder, yeah? So she remembers the beef. On the other hand, you're going to have to make a move. I would probably recommend you don't continue with these weirdo text messages because they're a little bit strange, unless she finds them funny. Funny's not going to get you dick sucked. That's all I'm going to say. Well, it does. It worked for me. But I would just say lay down that kind of jazz and see what comes back. But set yourself a time limit, yeah? Because you might get strung on forever. Ain't no way you can get it strung over. Yeah, I like it. Nude girl will give you the goods and the clap. See, I consider that a 2 for 1. I do consider that a 2 for 1. Okay. Let's learn about our man. Oh shit, we got the alerts on. Oh, that was from the web show, wasn't it? Sorry about that, guys. Oh, wrong one. Let's get rid of that. We don't want that. Thank you, everybody who does subscribe and stuff. We don't usually have it during drama. Okay. Who wasn't in there? Sin. I don't know who you were supposed to be, Sin, so I'm going to include you now. We got everyone else, though. So, our man here... Oh, does it need to be a girl? Sin works as a girl's name, right? Yeah, Sin's fine. No worries. All good. Oh, Piggle's drunk for Christmas. Yeah. I could definitely type, guys. It's fine. Okay. Thanks for joining, Jackson, then just coming straight in with a cooked. Our first mythic dungeon. Sin is a girl's name? Oof, you nasty. You nasty. Sin is a girl's name. All right. Okay. Cheers, ladies and gents, for Christmas. Okay. Holla, Preacher and Ghosty, if he's working away beside you. Hello.
Hello!
Good man. I am writing to you from Team Canada. Oh, shit. You're going to be so... This is why you ended up in this bizarre scenario. And about the story of my first mythic experience and the struggle that I overcame to finish my first mythic dungeon. I have been playing since the release of Mists of Pandaria and have never been good at the PvE side of the game. For me, it's all about the PvP, mate. From Canada? Really? Poutine and PvP, eh? All the P's. I like it. The first character that I capped was a Monkey Monk. It took me 3 months to cap in Mists of Pandaria. I quickly got bored and made a new one, which became a cycle of me creating and deleting characters along with selling the gear of my capped characters to buy heirlooms for my many low-level characters. Okay. which I like to do random battlegrounds on. I played like this until Warlords of Draenor came out, where over the expansion I boosted 8 of my 11 capped classes, and then proceeded to do Ashran all day whenever I was on, because I'm shit at WoW, and I didn't know there was more content available. I can't even... I'll be totally honest with you. I can't remember which one's Ashran. Is Ashran... Let me think. Is Ashran the... Is it the one that you had to take over the island to get in? You know what I'm talking about? Written by Holinka. Ashran, fuck me. Is Ashran the one... Is it... Yeah, it's the island that you had to take over the portal? That one? Yo, wifey.
Hiya.
What's up?
Just getting some.
Hey, let me put a scenario to you.
What?
Right, there's 2 guys you can potentially
I
bang.
haven't got time.
Fuck's sake.
Don't want any guy.
Plaza.
I'll take that as a solid answer. Ashran was the island we got instead of a capital city. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, it was bad, that, right? It was fucking bad. It was bad. Anyway. I remember now. I've watched your channel since Warlords of Draenor, and I kept seeing you do all these amazing things in the background while you talked about WoW. You were doing PvE such as Foundry and Highmaul, even guides for the guild app in HFC. Yeah. I had never done such a thing. It looked impressive, so I had to try it out. So I quit WoW until Legion. I'm going to try this out by quitting WoW. Good stuff. When Legion came out, I decided to main a Fire Mage because that's what you were making. God damn it! No, it's not. 715 is not my fault, man. Like, fuck all your guys. It's happening to me too. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's not my fault. You know what I mean? It's not my fault. I capped after 2 months and quickly quit. Good man. I fucked around at some other classes for a month and then tried something I had never done before. I rolled a tank. Not just any tank, a Blood DK. Was this before I did the series or not? It's your fault. You see, I couldn't level as another tank because they had little healing and I would die to rares. That's true. It is... No, don't take the piss, chat. There are no other tanks in this game that can solo rares. You have to be a Blood DK. Am I wrong? Call me a liar. Call me a liar. I'm not a liar. I'm not a liar. I'm telling you the truth. I capped my DK quickly this time. 2 weeks it took me. And I had no idea what to do. I tried dungeons, it got boring, and I overpulled and died a lot. So I stuck with my Class Hall campaign. Around halfway through it, you released your tanking guides. I watched this series and found a new love for my Blood DK and all tanks in general. Chat, what? Rude. You guys are rude, man. You guys are rude. You're fucking... There you go. Have some of that. Noobs. I watched this and found a new love for my Blood DK and tanking in general. I knew what to do. I set up add-ons and hopped into some heroics after this. I was high enough item level from World Quest within 4 days. I reached 828. I was ready. I told myself I would do Mythic 0 dungeon. Nothing too big. I wouldn't overdo it or think I was better than I am. The first group declined me. But I pressed on, Preacher. Oh, did I press on. On the second group, I got invited and summoned to Dark Heart Thicket Mythic 0. Where I met a lovely fucking piece of shit asshole healer, Sin. Sin was a Mistweaver monk. And he did not like the fact that I had not done a mythic dungeon. I shrugged it off, thinking it's okay, everything will be fine. How bad can this be? The answer, Preacher, is a total fucking nightmare. The first pull, I ran down the hill into the trash thinking I was going to do great. I had a supportive group minus Sin and was crushing it in heroics. The first trash pack proceeded to demolish my health bar. No heals came from Sin. He didn't think I could survive and thought I shouldn't be in Mythics. I popped all cooldowns and we made it through the first trash pack of Dark Heart Thicket. Yes. Yes. Low victory, lol, Convey. Having a nightmare in Dark Heart Thicket? Correct. Absolutely correct. We're going deep. We made it. One trash pack down. We're good. We're good. We're good. The group started telling Sin just to give me a chance and that it wouldn't be so bad. So we did. We went down the path to the first boss. Archdruid Gladius? Is that his name? I don't no idea what that guy's name is. We defeated the boss. I had to pop all cooldowns again, and so did Sin. But the boss died. Before we get to it, where's the problem going to be? We continued on, excited by my first mythic boss kill. I thought nothing could stop me. I had more confidence and rushed on ahead. Little did I know that I had pulled 2 trash packs at once. I died, and died quickly. We wiped, and Sin went in for full-blown rage in the chat and said I would never, ever get into a decent group before he left our team. We tried to find another healer for 10 minutes, and we found one, a Resto Shaman, who was also undergeared. He took one look at me and said, I can't heal that. I can't heal that. I look at you, this thing that calls itself a tank, and I think about my heals, and I think, I can't do this. Not like this, no. If you are not overgeared, you are not worthy of being here. I am undergeared, but that's fine. You being undergeared is not fine. I was removed from the group. I logged off. But a few hours later, I decided I would try it again. This time it would to be Eye of Ashara. We had 2 overgeared DPS and an overgeared healer. We pulled the trash. Things appeared to be going smoothly, mate. We pulled the first boss. I got impaled by the spear and died. We wiped. Really? We tried again, and we succeeded, as the DPS did not need the 840 chess piece that dropped. It was given to me. We downed the second and third bosses. 840 wrists for me. I had now 2 pieces of purple gear that said Mythic on them. And I gained confidence. We moved on, and the 2 giants stomped on my dick. I was rezzed. We downed the 4th boss. 840 ring. I needed it. But so did another DPS who had an 835 ring. We rolled. I rolled a 29. He rolled a 2. I got the ring. We went to the final boss of the dungeon. We killed Ashara. I had to be combat rezzed, but we killed the final boss in Eye of Ashara Mythic. I received my first Mythic Keystone, and I got the satisfaction of completing my first ever Mythic dungeon. Thank you for listening, Preacher, and thank you for your guides. I love what you do. Keep it up. And we'll get there together. Why would you roll on Mythic 0? Because it actually happens a lot. As somebody who is now fucking crisp in the Mythic Pug world, there's a lot of trading loot going on there. So if 2 people... Let's say Delore is the shitbag healer with loads of gear, right? He gets an 840 ring. Doesn't need it, mate. So the 2 guys who do need it, because Delore, because he's wise and that, right? Because Delore is fucking wise, Delore's installed this useful add-on that checks everybody in the group to see if they need any loot that he's got. Because he's a friendly sort, right? So he's sorted this add-on out, and then his add-on pops up and says, oh, Buck Fen and No Limits Nick, they could use that ring. So then those 2 guys roll for it to see who gets Delore's ring. And as we all know, most of our ambitions is to get inside the Law's ring.
I think at some point everyone's had Dolores' ring.
Well, if you're gonna roll on anything, it should be the Law's ring.
The chances are, though, to be honest, even if you don't get the highest roll, you're gonna get Dolores' ring by his request.
But the question is, what item level and colour will be that ring? Will it be the purple ring?
The
Which
ring's
is what we
brown.
all hope for.
Well, we can hope it's not green.
We just want it to be Titan Forged at this
We
point.
just want it to be Titan Forged.
Nothing
Exactly.
better than getting that extra slot, though. Yeah? If you can get an extra slot inside the Law's ring, you, sir, have won the rolls.
I reckon Dolores got an extra slot next to his ring because I think he's actually a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Preach it, Pledge.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going, because it's Christmas time, and there's a guy in the other room who is dying to try VR, and I think he's been holding on for an hour because he turned up at exactly the wrong time. You are Lani, sorry. We will be around. Our normal streaming schedule returns on the 3rd. We could do with doing a background for that, you know. I'll do it. And, etc., etc. But we will have a New Year's show, which might be... Let's have a look at this calendar. Wop, 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 wop. New Year's Eve's web show night. That sucks. Want to do it like the Friday or the Thursday? Andy,
What?
do you want to do the New Year's web show like the Friday or the Thursday? Because New Year's Eve's actually a Saturday.
Oh.
Why don't we do it Thursday? Thursday the 29th.
What is it that you want now?
When should we do the New Year's web show? Look, Saturday's the 31st. That's no good.
Give me some options. Cool.
I think the Thursday or the Friday. The 29th or the 30th.
Either one of them's good. I'll probably have to come back with a text to make
Okay,
sure
let
that
me
I'm
know. I'll
free
tweet it out. I'll tweet
that
it out.
night. If we can put that in writing.
I'd do it New Year's. I swear, if I could like split myself in two, like Delore.
He usually gets some dude to do that for him.
I can't do that, Cat's Eye. It gets really spammy. But we do announce the web show. All right, guys. Have a Merry Christmas, every single one of you. From Team PG, please be good. Please not the 29th. I beg. I beg, I plead. I beg, I plead. Yeah, the Friday might be good. The Friday might be good. We'll have to see. Because New Year's, for us now, is involving like visiting all the family and shit. It fucking sucks.
Not for me, mate. They've known now for a while that it's like, oh, is Andy coming round? And they'll go, of course he's not coming
Of course
round.
he's not coming round.
You be enough of a bastard and he'll leave you alone. You're too nice, mate.
Nobody invites me anyway. Because
'cause
they
you're
know
too
I'll say
nice.
no. It's because they know I'll say
That's
no.
not inviting
I'm
me,
busy.
Turn up anyway, this jabroni.
Friday sounds like a plan. We'll try and sort it for Friday, but Andy will come back to us and let us know. Ladies and gentlemen, Merry Christmas from all of us here, from all of the mods and stuff. I'm sure besides the law, they would all wish you a very Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. We'll see you again
Have a good
soon.
night.
Bye-bye.